About 8 o'clock in the morning. Sun's rising. Wife's still sleeping. There's our view this morning. We got here yesterday. We arrived around probably 3 o'clock, something around that, but it was still so hot we ended up setting up camp and going to a local restaurant and getting some water, a pitcher of water, and sitting down for about an hour. Then we went to a movie and came back late last night. But here's a little walkway from the back of our camping spot. It's beautiful. It's like a high cliff all the way down there to the water. So today we plan on excuse me, I just woke up. Plan on going to the beach area and doing some swimming, and at least for a couple hours. And we haven't really cooked anything yet. I got my saddlebag set up as a cooler. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I've never used this one as a cooler, so let's see what it looks like. And all the ice is melted. Water's still cold, but well. Oh well. I'm recording.
Okay. I thought you were going to interview me. Okay, so what do I think about... Where are we?
Pacepen Park.
Pacepen Park. Pretty. I like the trees. The beach looks nice. We haven't been yet, so we're going to have fun today. Ladies, there is no real restroom. So, be prepared for that.
We just washed our clothes. And I bumped my head on that tree right there because she was calling me. And then I asked her what she wanted. And she says, nothing. There's no power or water hookup at these sites. They do have upgraded sites with water and electricity, but they're like RV sites. So it's all primitive camping. So that is a solar panel that I'm using to charge up my wife's phone. Works great.
Woohoo! I know. I can barely walk on it.
That's when we need the V-Strom.
It's my honey making us our scrumptious lunch.
Cooking some, well, just boiling water at the moment, but we're gonna have some ramen noodles. This is a Stanley little cook pot that I purchased from Walmart. That's about 12, 13 bucks. Used it a couple times and it's really nice. It's got a collapsible handle that holds the lid on when you're storing it away. It's got a plastic lid handle, And the lid has vented holes, so if you're cooking noodles or something, you can strain. And I really do like this plastic handle. You don't burn yourself when you're picking it up. And it's got your measurements on here from 1 cup up to 20 ounces. So that's very convenient, and it's actually indented into the cook pot, so you can see when you're filling it up on the inside. You can tell how much water you're using, or whatever liquid you're trying to heat up. And you guys have all seen these. This is just a little pocket rocket knockoff stove from eBay for about $8. And instead of using the MSR canisters, you can also get these little tripod adapters and run these cheaper Coleman fuel canisters, which are about the same ounces. I think it's 8 ounces or something like that, but it's half the price. And it also makes for a stable platform for cooking. So we're going to boil up some water. This thing will boil water, a couple cups, or a cup in a few minutes. So yeah, that's it. Now, one note, I do have another cook stove. You don't want to use this type on a frying pan or a skillet if you're trying to cook a steak or some hamburgers. It'll just burn the middle of the pan. I tried it and found out the hard way. And there's another stove on eBay for about $8 as well that you can use for a skillet or a frying pan, and it works real well, so hopefully we'll get some footage of that too. Also inside that Stanley cook pot, I forgot to mention, was these two, you can use them as bowls, which we're going to be using them for, or coffee cups or drink cups, whatever, and they stack onto each other like so and fit directly into the pot, so very convenient.
Woo!
Are you coming?
Yeah.
We almost got a boil over here.
This is our new camp spot. We moved.
About to boil the packet, the seasoning packet.
Don't do that, baby. This was our old camping spot over there. And it's directly in the sun. So, here's our new place for the night.
Okay, well, it's Sunday night. It's 8:40, is that right? Almost 9 o'clock, 20 minutes till 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 8:40.
It's not dark yet. Tomorrow morning we'll be packing up and headed for Garner State Park. Looking forward to it.
Cold water.
And we got a different camp spot. We're still at Pace Bend. We just moved over across the street after some people left because this spot was a lot more shady than our old spot over there. So this is our new spot. We had some red beans and rice for supper. Had some Tony's Pizza for lunch.
And a beer.
And a beer. And watched the very end of the Soccer World Cup final between Germany and Australia or all, I don't even know. I'm not a soccer fan.
At Zinger, right?
At Zingers. Anyway, it's going to be dark soon, so we need to put up our stuff. We're going to get up early, so we're going to go to bed early and ride that monster there to Garner State Park. So we're stopping at, we're going through Fredericksburg, so we'll probably stop there and have lunch and maybe visit some shops. And who knows? It's a lot nicer since the sun went down. It's been a hot booger today. Alright guys, it's Monday morning. It's about 7 o'clock. And there's the lady with the plan. She's bringing breakfast, Krispy Kremes. So we're filling up with gas at the Chevron. And as you can see, we just woke up. We just packed up and we got about a 3.5 hour drive ahead of us. Not bad. Got to stop in Fredericksburg and get a new air mattress because mine's busted. So anyway, gonna get to eating. All right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, we made it to Garner State Park. Here we are. Well, we had problems getting a spot because this place is just crawling with people. And this was one of the last spots available. But we made it work. We got one shade tree, and I made the wife happy with the hammock. If you don't have a one tree, but you got a picnic table close, you can still hang a hammock. Just wrap it around the top of the table there, and she's good to go. And if you're wondering what's on my back, we just took a dip in the Frio, and this was my float. So for most of you motorcycle guys out there that use dry bags, this is, I don't remember how many liters this bag is, but it's from Academy. It's a Marine Raider. But all I did was fold it up and left the air in there, and it floats me and my wife just fine. And we plan on tubing tomorrow on the river, and we're going to actually put some drinks in here, and we'll still have a float. So there's an idea for you. Because you're not carrying an inner tube on a motorcycle camping trip. You just don't have the room. Paracord. Get you 50 feet of paracord, and when you run your clothesline when you're camping, run it twice. So you got 2 lines instead of just 1. So that way your clothes aren't overlapping on each other like that. They actually dry much quicker, and you can just dip them over like that and they don't touch themselves. And that's about it. We're going to do some cooking tonight on the fire. We're going to cook some hamburgers with some firewood, and we're fixing to hike that mountain, or that gigantic hill, or we're going to attempt. So stay tuned. One thing I forgot to mention is we didn't bring any water shoes. So we're just using our tennis shoes. It'll work.
It'll work.
We're going to be here for a couple days, so they'll have plenty of time to dry. We got sandals. But those rocks were slippery and very hard, as rocks tend to be.
Yeah, I almost busted my arse.
Well, here's the beginning. And there's the end. This thing is ridiculous. We went about 50 feet, y'all. That's about it. We're out of shape. That's what the problem is. We're going to keep going. Got a long ways to go. We came up that right there. You can kind of see the lake. Excuse me, the river. She says the view is better from over here. Oh yeah, it is.
Look how far down it is, though.
We're not even halfway.
I think we might be all the way done. Nice.
What do you think?
I think this is pretty tough.
You like it?
This is beautiful. Yes, it's worth it.
Came a long ways. You can see our campsite
I was gonna say that's a
right there.
We did it. No one else is up here.
Woo.
Be careful. Oh, give me a kiss. I am. He make fire.
That's a helpful tent. We'll start there. Another helpful tent is if you can't get your fire started normally. Did I say tent again? Another. I'm tired. Another helpful tip is if you can't get your fire started and you got hand sanitizer, put your dab on there. It'll start it. Shut up.
Man make fire.
In the tent.
With good tints.
That's
It's green.
All right, we just had ourselves some burgers. My wife is sitting right there. I don't know if you can see her. But this is the lantern I use for the motorcycle now. Very bright. Can dim it nice for a little romantic dinner. But I'm going to bring it over here on the picnic table and put it on all the way bright. Just to give you an idea of how bright this little thing is. I'm going to back up. And you can see it lights up the table very nicely. And this phone isn't doing it justice. I mean, you can see my tent, sleeping bag, the clothesline, shining on the ground about 10-15 feet out. Runs off your MSR ISO Pro canisters, or you can use the adapter that I use for mine and use the little Coleman cheaper fuel canisters. It'll look a little awkward, but you can still use it. I ordered this lantern off Amazon. Runs about 50 bucks. That is pretty expensive, but I think the money for the value for what you pay is good on this particular one because it is very bright. And actually, I think this one could be brighter. I messed up when I was putting the mantle in, but it's very nice. Comes with a carrying bag and comes with this cable so you can hang it. And it's ultra light and it doesn't take up any space. And you guys are already going to be using these fuel canisters to cook with, so you'll have a lantern and you'll have something to cook with. So, dual purpose, very bright, very nice. And we're probably fixing to go to bed.
Look at the stars.
We're looking at the stars. It's not showing up on the phone, but... And we got lightning bugs.
Yay!
Hadn't seen those since I was a kid. Anyway, that's the Primus mini lantern. Stay tuned. Whew, alright guys, it's Tuesday morning and yes, I'm still wearing the same shirt. Went fishing this morning, caught one, little small perch. Might go again later this evening and actually try to film. But anyway, I wanted to show you the other stove I was talking about for cooking with a skillet. Or anyway, yeah, if you want to cook eggs or use a skillet, you'll need this type of burner. Now, I did purchase this burner off of eBay, again for around $8, the same as the one you seen me cooking the ramen noodles on earlier. Same setup, same fuel canister. Very nice. You got a big surface, it's kind of hot. For cooking, you got these little tabs that fold out. And you got 3 rows of jets. And it's nice because your skillet doesn't fall off. So, anyway, get you one of these. You can see what happened to the center of this skillet, and that was from the pocket rocket. You don't want to try to cook eggs or something like that. It'll ruin your pan. You want something like this. So get you one of these. They're ultra light, ultra cheap, real cheap, and yeah. It's looking good. Got some scrambled eggs with cheese with some hamburger patty in it from last night. It's leftover hamburger, so we decided we could use it. But you see how it's cooking pretty evenly. With the other burner, you would just be burning the eggs right in the middle, and the rest of it would just be sitting there.
Okay.
And if you can, bring aluminum foil with you. You can cook on a fire ring with it. You can make a lid for your pot out of it. You can make a plate out of it. It's very useful. So we're using this as a plate. So good job, Chef.
Thank you, baby.